torture? I bear the sacred marks of the Undying One's service. Death has bestowed them upon me. Though others may cherish hollow riches or meaningless beauty, it is my duty to cherish his gift of blood. Each wound is a symbol of our service to him. Each drop of blood carries his blessing. To renounce these scars is to renounce the Undying One himself. Death whispers to me, "You are worthy of bearing his marks." Tell me, Domin, do you wish to honor your flesh with his gifts? I have not felt pain in a long time, but yes, your body will certainly suffer. Embrace the pain and make it a part of you. It will be your salvation, even on your darkest days. Let it be so. Treasure his gift, Domin. Inscribe it anew each time you pray. May his blessing find you. I met her once when I was young. The Vizier saw a serpent hiding among those close to Domin Theodora, ready to sink its fangs into her throat. I was ordered to find the serpent and sever the soul from its body. I watched and waited for weeks. I hid among the shadows, the air ducts and the faceless masses. Once I found the serpent, I sliced off its head and returned to the temple. I doubt that Domin Theodora ever saw me, but the 3 ritual cuts I left behind on the body let her know that this death was pleasing to him. They sent us a grand feast from the upper decks before the cycle's end. We gave it to the hungry. The Gothic we use to communicate is different to that spoken on the upper decks. Domin has many meanings: giver of life, lord or lady of the Ark, and shadowless sun. The matriarch Spider gave this title to the rogue trader who allowed her to form the blood-spun web. We use other titles as well. For example, Venai means Master of the Immaterium, or Watcher of the Veil. Vil means one who must go to the other side. Amig means one you can trust in battle. Lords and wretches are equal before death. If such is the Undying One's will, I will guide you to him, Domin. I use blood to read his sacred cards and hear the whisper of the Undying One. His tarot is not an answer, but a question I ask of the universe. And the universe answers with questions of its own. In this sacred communion, I perceive hundreds of possible outcomes. They are all true, and yet they are only visions. I know what will come to pass, and yet I do not. I am the spear of his retribution, not a witch or a sorcerer or a soothsayer. I have no strange powers, but I do bear his blessing. I do not command the veil. I am guided by his whisper and led by my faith, by the tenets. Please, do not mistake me for something I am not. It is a holy relic that has been passed down from generation to generation. Only the first and second spinners are allowed to study the sacred cards and interpret their meaning. We use his tarot to guide the cult and discern the tangled threads of fate. 34. There used to be more, but some have perished in the darkness of time. Their loss is a great tragedy for the blood-spun web. Ask the cards, Domin, and I will listen. The first card is the young warrior. It suggests inexperience, a path of becoming. The second card is the shattered world inverted. The path will have twists, turns, and thorns, but you will gather allies along the way and find what was lost. The third, the hound inverted. Someone has marked you as their prey and is chasing you through a field of traps. The lost child. You will leap into one of those traps of your own free will and place your trust in someone truly desperate. Made So, this is how vast the sky is. It is no wonder that mutiny broke out here. How can order be maintained in a place without compartments or bulkheads?
I would argue that it is not the size of the territory, but the competence of the governor that matters. Ugh, he did not even send a proper cortege to meet us.
What an amusing attempt at defiance!
I'll bleed you dry!
Emperor, give me strength. I am a navigator, not a servitor. This is the navigator's might. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I bring mercy and retribution. As honor or day comes, the other side awaits. As the tenets demand. The shadows will see it done.
Rejoice in battle! Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. I'll do it. That is not the Emperor's will. Weather the storm.
Here we go.
What is this foreboding?
None will stand against me.
Was that you?
Or... I'm not so sure.
Out of my way. Hold on.
I'm in, maggot.
Help me, Lord Captain!
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. At your beck and call.
I shall not. Killing brings me no pleasure. Trust me.
Step by step, I lead. Schemes within schemes.
I'm a mentor.
If only that were possible. If I may?
Let's see.
Do not dare ask. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
As the Emperor commands, I act. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! Faith without deeds eradicated.
Oh, what lies beyond? Curiosity sings in my veins.
You are in the presence of...
Should I divine our next
The
step?
stars are my...
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows. The Emperor sets my path. Doubt is for the weak. Strife is a prayer.
Another annoyance.
I'll do it. God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! As the Emperor commands, strike with a prayer.
I have read tomes of military tactics. Isn't this a job for the serfs? Demands. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Faith without deed eradicated. Doubt is for the weak.
Another one is shattered. A wicked thought. Let's see.
Anything else?
Scared yet?
A tactically sound approach. I will do my duty.
Death comes in silence. As the tenants come, the other side awaits. Trust me. The shadows will see it done.
As the Emperor commands, none can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Stop! There!
Failed!
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread. They will see. Oh, yes, they all will see.
This task should have been
I'm
accomplished
still
easily.
new to the art of exploring.
My faith shields me. The burden of failure is the most terrible punishment.
Change is coming. The edge is nigh.
The blinded ones are harmless. No sense in shooting them and drawing attention.
Fire on the nearest target! Don't kill the tech priest! We need to take him alive!
Find it, and let their enemies win.
Do it! Hold back!
May knowledge be thy fate. Let the cycle be discontinued. Not another step. Flee, for I am death.
By the throne! What is that servant of the Omnissiah made of? Adamantine? Ah, placid.
I identify you as a member of a high stratum belonging to Rogue Trader House von Valancius. I am detecting no need for confrontation. The convoy received an order to meet you. It is no longer functional. Therefore, I propose that we continue to advance to the rendezvous point with the governor's soldiers. I identify as Magus Pascal Enema of the priesthood of Mars. By the grace of the Omnissiah, I am currently assigned to the maintenance personnel of the station Altar Templum Calixis X-17.
Altar Templum Calixis. I have heard the name before. The station appears on House Orcelio's star charts in the Furibunda system, not far from the void colony of Footfall. You have traveled a long way to come here, esteemed Magos.
This was my doing.
The voices are being weird about him. They're saying garbled, conflicting things.
The Omnissiah granted me a revelation. The spirit of this machine was dying, but it wished to perform a service, for such was its desire.
How strange it is to hear such words from one who is not of the blood-spun web. We have much in common.
I came here to carry out a sacred mission. My mentor, Archmagus Amonat, summoned me, and I hastened to answer his call. But the rabble's unrest prevented our meeting, and I was on my way to Governor Medina to determine my mentor's current location. My escort was ordered by their commander to discontinue their movement and await to be merged with your group. Then, due to their incompetence, they let themselves be killed. It was an unacceptable complication to my task. Cessation of vital functions is an unavoidable phenomenon, and therefore an insignificant one. The doctrine of worship repudiates the fear of death. With my mentor's words, the Omnissiah gives me the algorithm for redemption and triumphant service. I will be redeemed, and I will triumph. Acknowledged. Predicting successful and mutually beneficial cooperation.
Patience! Oh, my nerves are frayed.
My warp sight reveals something.
I feel my age when fighting alongside such young warriors.
Indeed. While I have my navigator skills to call upon, you are, statistically speaking, far more likely to perish in battle. Oh, I mean, that came out wrong.
There will be no peace in my wake.
My knowledge has its limits.
One step at a time.
Oh,
Mr.
what an
Magnus.
amusing
attempt at defiance!
Spare none of them!
A dance of blades and shadows. As honor ordained, let thy blade be drenched in blood, and thy blessing flow through my veins.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Let's make it quick!
High momentum.
I'll do it. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury! Each strike is a prayer. Faith without deeds is worthless. Eradicated. Doubt is for the weak.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. I am a navigator. Witness the fury of House Orcelio. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I will leave footprints of scarlet. Death is a blessing. Trust me, killing brings me no pleasure.
Curiosity sings in my veins. What lies beyond?
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay. I'll do it.
A tantalizing anomaly.
The machine god grants me insight.
Patience? My nerves are frayed. spectacle of your demise.
Crush them! Let's get to it!
Let's get to it!
As the Emperor commands, I act. Guided by faith! Faith without deed, none can escape the Emperor's judgment. Eradicated.
Time to slaughter someone!
Here we go!
Show me what you've got!
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. Grace, at least. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Follow my lead. It will be done. Reduce to dust!
I am your blade and shield. As honor comes, the other side awaits. As the tenets demand.
Shattered foes in my wake. Schemes within schemes within schemes.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
I bring mercy and retribution. The shadows will see it done. Death is a blessing.
I'm afraid not. If I may,
What curiosity unveils itself before me?
This task should have been accomplished
There will
easily.
be no peace in
A
mine.
disorganized rabble should not be capable of bringing down a world like Ryklad Minoris.
annoyance. I will level you. Let's get to it. I'm in, maggot.
Emperor, deliver us! I'll do it. Rejoice in battle! This is unacceptable. Doubt is for the weak. Strength is a prayer.
A waste of blood.
As the Emperor commands, none can escape the Emperor's judgment. I'll do it. I refuse.
Scared yet? Let's get to it.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Another foe painted black.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
I took care of this one.
At your beck and call. Indeed.
Out of my way.
Through the smoke and gunfire. What?
Hold on.
Dare you!
Let's get to it.
My place is at the fore. It will be done. Reduced to dust. At your beck and call.
Trust me, killing brings me no pleasure.
Cogitation failed. Running binary override.
Time to slaughter someone.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Faith without deed is abdicated. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Show me what you've got.
I have read tomes of military tactics. I am a navigator, not a servitor. Me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
My vow is to serve.
Let's get to it. Oh, war is my muse. A genius. Let's see. Schemes within schemes.
Let's make it quick.
I'm here, maggot.
Let's get to it.
A tactically sound approach.
As honor orders.
Scared yet?
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Is a prayer. I'll do it.
Here we go.
Let's get to it.
I will not die in
Time to slaughter someone.
Emperor, give me strength. If I may, I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
As the tenets demand. The Shadow's death is a blessing.
Step by step I lead. Oh. A genius at work.
Death comes in silence. Come, the other side awaits.
As the tactical imperative dictates. Request approved. Running binary override.
guided by faith. As the Emperor commands, eradicated.
Aim for the heart next time.
Operation successful.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
Servants. Error. Making adjustments.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread. One step at a time, amidst the madness. What an amusing attempt at defiance!
Come to chaos!
A dance of blades and shadows. Death is a blessing.
Chaos guides me. I serve the ruinous powers! I bring ruin!
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. My competences are not that universal. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Request approved.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. That is foolishness. I am a navigator trying to die with grace, at least. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I am your blade and shield. As honor ordains, I cannot serve you in this way. Trust me, killing brings me no pleasure.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. It will be done. I will do my duty. One fewer target.
Doubt is for the weak. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. Power resides in the will of the righteous. I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. Strike is a prayer.
Death to the weak.
What if?
bring mercy and retribution. As the tenets demand, I shall not. The other side awaits. Death is a blessing. An offering of blood.
My vow is to seek significant value. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Be careful not to cross my gaze. As duty demands.
Patience. Oh, my nerves are
This
frayed.
explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Another notch.
I feel nothing. Fear
Stop.
nothing.
There.
Look this way, it shall not
Let us
define
see
me.
what I found.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
The Emperor favors me today.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
The archenemy's foul fingerprints are all over this place. A nest of wickedness. The heretics met the only end possible. Death at the hands of faithful servants of the Emperor.
If only that were possible.
What? Huh? No!
Operation successful.
Ha! There will be no peace in my wake.
The machine god grants me insight.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
Duty prevails.
Genius triumph!
My warp sight reveals something.
I better myself through my service.
What lies beyond? A mere setback. One step at a time, amidst the madness. see? Oh, yes, they all will see.
Crimson is a good color for battle attire. Enemies will perceive no weakness, not even if you are bleeding.
My augmentations allow me to function effectively, even in the event of extensive blood loss. This is what should concern those who dare to stand against the servant of the Omnissiah in battle.
Is that an illusion?
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Patience? My nerves are frayed. In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Arbitrators, secure perimeter. Formation 4755. Glato, heal. Proctor Exact and Solomon Antha of the Adeptus Arbates. State your name and the purpose of your stay on Rykadamanoris. So then, the new head of the dynasty is someone who has spent most of her life serving the Lex Imperialis. I suppose it is better to receive both good and bad news than just bad. I will be sure to report both of these developments to Marshal Strax. honor the pact your predecessor made with the Adeptus Arbites. I won't keep you any longer. Your predecessor made a formal alliance with us. She provided us with a headquarters on Dargonis and supported us in the collection and guarding of the Imperial tithe on several occasions. We, in turn, assisted Lady Theodora in enforcing the law on the worlds under her control. Removing obstructions to an official inquiry. My unit and I came here to investigate the disappearance of one particularly valuable ship, but the mutinous scum got in the way. Now we are having to deal with them too. Only that the governor is failing in his responsibilities. This is a planet-wide rebellion, and it reeks of madness, or worse, of witchcraft. The rebels are blinding both themselves and others, and their ravens are the most insane and unholy thing I've ever heard. Not every uprising demands action by the Adeptus Arbites. For now, I am simply assessing the situation, and if our investigation requires that the rebellion be crushed, then we will intervene. It's about a tithe ship. A vessel loaded to the brim with planetary tithes, amassed over a considerable period, suddenly went dark as soon as it departed Rykad-Manor. Resources that every world is under obligation to relinquish for the good of the Imperium. In the case of Rykad-Manoris, they include the ceramited explosive reagents produced on Rykadi Philia, armor glass, medical supplies, and guardsmen, a living tithe to be recruited into the regiments of the Astra Militarum. Cargo like that is particularly dangerous in the hands of heretics, as it can be easily converted into wealth or used for military purposes. That skirmish just now, Glato didn't even get to show off a tenth of what he is capable of. But he is quickly catching up with me for who's killed the most heretics today. Fight our way to the local administratum palace and ascertain whether a fire or some other disaster hasn't destroyed the documents related to the investigation. I hope the clerks were smart enough to put the records before their lives. If the Emperor favors us, we will extract the data we need, or else interrogate the survivors before we pay a visit to the governor. The questions we have for him are beginning to pile up. Arbitrators, eliminate the surviving rebels. Now is not the best time for conversations. With target practice standing around like this. Unless you have more questions, I will proceed with my assignments. Every citizen of this planet is a suspect, but Governor Medina is under particular scrutiny. Seizing the sacred tithe requires access to information, resources, and power. The governor fits that profile. Then there's this rebellion. Convenient. How many records and crucial witnesses do you think will be lost? Some people call it cover-up. I do not like how aptly this term describes the present situation. I must refuse. Our mission and the Marshal's orders take priority, even over a request from an individual as empowered as you. May the Emperor watch over us. That way, this meeting won't be our last.
So that is how servants... Such coordination. Such a wealth of scarlet and gold.
Tension. Nothing escapes my sight.
Their dance of blood is more akin to a march. And yet, I sense a kinship in our drive to execute those who offend the undying Emperor.
This galaxy is my playground. There will be no peace in my wake.
O Messiah, grant me the wisdom to perceive.
Let us see what
One
I
step
found.
at a time, amidst the madness.
I'm restless.
Curiosity
Cast your eye there.
sings in my veins.
I failed. The Emperor favors me today. The burden of failure is the most terrible punishment. Never doubt me.
Patience. My nerves are frayed. Oh, what lies beyond?
Now that the heresy of rebellion has engulfed this entire world, no walls will offer shelter from his furious judgment.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread. There will be no peace in my wake. They will see. Oh yes, they all will see. Failure is a bitter taste.
Mistress Cabela, you move with the utmost confidence in unfamiliar places. And yet, until now, you have spent your entire life on a void ship.
This place is almost like the plasma drive chambers on the flagship. The deadly flashes of the machine's spark, the smell of scorched flesh, and threads that must be severed.
One step at a time, amidst the madness. Another annoyance.
As the Emperor commands, none can escape. escape the Emperor's judgment. I'll do it. I will not. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Schemes within schemes within schemes. Shattered foes in my wake. Fate's flames, another one.
Advancing. Running binary vital function successfully terminated.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Operation successful.
Patience? My nerves are frayed. there will be no peace in my wake.
I'm not satisfied with that answer. I will repeat my question again. The last Electro Priest you killed, where did you find him?
Burn in the fire of dawn, servant of the Corpse Emperor!
Another one meets the limit of his utility. The last of them.
I dare say it is, Lord Captain. Now, if it were possible for the gentleman to properly introduce himself and dispel our doubts.
Seneschal? Lord Captain? Do I have the pleasure of speaking to a rogue trader? Allow me to introduce myself. Interrogator Heinrichs van Kellox of the Imperial Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos. I must confess, I'm perplexed to meet someone of your standing in a place like this. Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task. Starting with her. You have provided exactly the kind of specialist that this situation requires.
I am the Domin's shadow. If she says the word, I will protect you. If she says the word, I will take you to the Undying One.
Requisitioning? Young man, your choice of words is unseemly to the point of insult. You're addressing a rogue trader.
I don't imagine you'll be any happier if I say taking into inquisitorial custody.
To aid his faithful servant in the fight against corruption is the solemn duty of all whose actions affect millions of the Imperium's subjects. Let your example guide those who will carry the Emperor's light across 1,000 stars.
You are familiar with the works of Inquisitor Alistar the Redeemer. Not every acolyte can say the same, let alone people less initiated. Please forgive my lapse in manners, Lady Navigator Orselio. It is a great honor. I came to Rykad Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling. The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny. My visit to the monastery and a few unhurried conversations with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions. Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion. Data indicates that the head of the cultists is here right now, in the sanctum of the ancient reactor. Given the prophecy of the final dawn, and the especial efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the holy power source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted final dawn.
Blasphemous insanity.
I arrived here with an escort squad, only to lose it in our very first open skirmish. The monastery is swarming with heretics. The soldiers I requisitioned from the governor fell in battle, bled to death, or deserted. I had to make do with catching and forcefully interrogating individual rebels. It is from them that I learned what I relayed to you just now. I convinced him to cooperate. I can influence living bodies, and I find that the interrogated are much more eager to share information once the blood starts to boil in their veins. Thank you. Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base. I am positive that not all of the electro-priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall, near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro-priests treat with special piety.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
My knowledge has its limits.
Oh, what an amusing attempt at defiance!
Surrender to the dark powers!
I will lead the Prince of Scarlet. As honor ordained. You cannot trick death. It will claim me one day.
Doubt is for the weak. Rejoice in battle! I'll do it.
arriving.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
Explorers know one route forward. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Request the Omnissiah condemns you.
Step aside. The Navigator is coming. You're clad in scarlet. If I may.
Is a prayer. Faith without deeds is worthless.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. The Emperor's judgment. This is unacceptable. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
I'm afraid not. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I won't go down easy.
Naturally. Let's see to it. Alas, no.
Your sacrifice is inspiring.
Guided by faith, I will endure. Doubt is for the weak.
One step at a time, amidst the madness. What lies beyond?
What a shame.
He withholds his favor.
Useless. Throne take you.
This failure shall not define me.
The machine god grants me insight.
Patience! Oh, my nerves are frayed.
Sorry.
Curiosity seems
When the faithful are idle,
in my
heresy
veins.
grows. I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer.
Glorious spectacle of your demise!
All of you will bleed!
Out of my way! Chaos guides me! Chaos guides me! I serve the ruinous powers! Out of my way!
Another one is shattered. Another one. Huh. What if...
Chaos guides me.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Death to non-believers. My faith strengthens me.
But of course, Lord Captain. For the throne's glory. I won't object to it. Let's see to it.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. As the Emperor commands, Radicate. I'll do it.
I am your blade and shield. Trust me, killing brings me no pleasure. The shadows will be done. As the tenants demand, the other side awaits. Death comes in silence. I would that I could. As honor ordained, brings me no pleasure.
You'll make a suitable sacrifice.
Emperor, give me strength. Taste the navigator's might.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! doubt is for the weak.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Vital function successfully terminated. Running binaric override. Request approved.
Oh, a genius at work! Schemes within schemes. Oh, a wicked thought. What? There will be no peace in my wake.
Just as I was taught.
They will see. Oh, yes, they all will see. tapestry of a world.
Glory be to the current of the motive force. May its dulcet light shine in our nospheric coronas. May its vitality nourish our augments. May its purity wash over our imperatives and engrams.
Patience. Oh, my nerves are frayed. Oh, what lies beyond? One step at a time, amidst the madness. What an amusing attempt at defiance!
You'll make a suitable sacrifice!
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. Isn't this a job for the serfs? The fury of House Orselio!
I bring mercy and retribution. Trust me. The shadows will see it. Come, the other side awaits. A dance of blades and shadows. As honor ordained. Death is a blessing.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
A wicked thought. Schemes. Let the bodies pile. A cheese. No opposition.
I shall not fail. As honor ordains. Come, the other side awaits. The shadows will see it down. I am your blade and shield. Killing brings me no pleasure. Trust me. I shall not fail.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Everyone, step aside.
I won't object. Naturally. For the throne's glory.
Faith shields me!
Be careful not to cross my gaze. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Predictable downfall. A wicked thought. Let's see. Ah, another one is shattered. The storm approaches. Unpredictable downfall. What if? Let's see. Oh, a wicked thought.
Death comes in silence.
Activate Calculate Fury algorithm. The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Strike is a prayer. I'll do it.
Get me a target.
Not sanctioned to do this. I won't object to it. Let's see to it.
I have read tomes of military tactics. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Another one is shattered. There will be no peace in my wake. In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread. They will see. Oh yes, they all will see. Patience. My nerves are frayed.
Rogue Trader. I was somewhat brusque at our first meeting, and I would like to make up for it by expressing my thanks for your assistance in the electrodynamic Cenobium. Your arrival could not have come at a better time. Thanks to you, I have succeeded in finding the object that brought me to this system in the first place. Now that the weapon of corruption has been seized from the cult, I can satisfy the Lord Inquisitor's wish and travel with you to Footfall, once you have finished your business on Rycat. There is one more thing. The Lord Inquisitor gave me this item some time ago. He must have thought it likely that I would find myself aboard this vessel sooner than he. I was instructed to deliver this device to Lady Theodora. However, given recent events, I believe I ought to present it to you. This is an elucidator, a sacred machine capable of translating the languages of remote and lost worlds into Low Gothic. It can even process Xenos languages to a certain degree. Not without infelicities, but possibly well. May the Elucidator serve House von Valancius as faithfully as it has served the acolytes of the Holy Ordos up to now. Apologies in advance if I unknowingly violate the protocol for conversing with someone of your elevated status. I think a slip in composure is to be expected when one is hosted personally in the Lord Captain's study. After serving in the Holy Ordos all these years, I'm used to people being wary of me. You have no reason to be. There is no need. Under different circumstances, I would welcome the chance to speak with you at greater length, but your subjects await. Thank you for your time. Please consider me at your complete disposal while I am aboard your vessel. I'm usually the one interested in the pasts of those around me, not the reverse. I come from a night world, Guizorn 3. I belong to a branch of one of the noble houses until my exceptional abilities were discovered. After that, I was sent on a black ship to Holy Terra, where I was trained and I began my service for the glory of the Imperium. I do, but I have no ties to my homeworld now. None except my first name. I left Guizorn 3 when I was still a child. My family disowned me, stripping me of my family name. I was given a new one by those who trained me. Even for a noble, being branded a psyker is a mark of eternal shame. I experienced that firsthand before I was put on the black ship. Like many psykers unaware of their curse, I found out when a strong emotional reaction triggered an involuntary response. My great-aunt had a pet grink. One day, it bit me, and I boiled it from inside out. And when my great-aunt slapped me for what I'd done, I boiled her too. When I arrived on Holy Terra and was tested, I was found to be suitable material for becoming a sanctioned psyker, able to bend his curse to his own will. I can assure you that the adepts of the Astra Telepathica were right in their assessment. Picture a vast prison ship, filled with frightened, angry psykers who can't control their abilities and who have just lost their homes and their families. Some of them were children and adolescents like I was. Some were monstrous creatures who no longer had the right to be called human, or psychopaths who reveled in their impure powers. Once, when one of the miscreants broke free, those in command simply depressurized the bay and got rid of the culprit, along with the prisoners and crew tainted by him. But even after that, I heard the echo of inhuman suffering and terror that filled that part of the ship. It grieves me to recall that episode to this day. No. First, I was accorded the status of a psyker fit for service in the Imperial Guard, where I then spent several years. It was only afterward that I became an agent of the Golden Throne. Since the day of my initiation as an acolyte. So, decades. How many real years it's been, it's hard to say. When I return from a journey through the warp, I often discover that much more or much less time has passed in real space. Indeed, I have visited many of the places brought to the Emperor's light, and those sullied by the filth of the archenemy. In truth, even after all these years spent visiting the various corners of the Imperium and looking beyond its borders, I still consider the Segmentum Solar to be the greatest of all humanity's bastions. Nothing compares to the majesty of Holy Terra, the might of Mars, the grandeur of the Segment's other worlds. You can't really be expecting me to answer that question, can you? The first step for biomancers such as myself is to take control of the processes of their own body, including aging. I've endured innumerable hazards in my work. If I allowed every trace of them to remain, I would look completely different today. Gladly. Of course not. The Lord Inquisitor's entourage comprises dozens of people. The best of the best. Experts in various fields and disciplines. Some of them I know personally. Others I've never met. To be honest, I'm not even certain that the people I know are still alive. I used to work with other acolytes of the Lord Inquisitor, but in the Coronis Expanse, I've been working alone. I had never even considered such a thing before you asked. Perhaps I do. Sometimes. Perhaps. When we both find a suitable time. We are not a retinue. We are acolytes. As for your question, I am closer than anyone else to the one I call my personal teacher. The Lord Inquisitor deemed me worthy of undertaking the most important and sensitive tasks requiring the attention of agents of the Golden Throne. Such as? The Lord Inquisitor was most insistent that I master the discipline of Santic Demonology. I use my faith and my power to crush the enemies of the Imperium. Servants of Chaos tremble at the sound of the Emperor's name, uttered by my lips. I am also a skilled biomancer. I can manipulate bodily processes. Sometimes I resort to those skills in the course of my work, when it is necessary to make the subject of an interrogation more cooperative.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Information about the incidents has been detected in the catalog. The incidents have been acknowledged as insignificant. A technical inquiry has established that the most statistically likely cause of the errors was a transgression of sacrilegious negligence during the lobotomizing rite. This disgraceful act of malfeasance has allowed shadows of the servitor's thoughts and recollections to survive in the depths of his mind, which ought to be dedicated to service alone. As a ship's engine seer, I accept the results of the technical inquiry. As a learned servant of the Omnissiah, I question its findings. The patterns of the malfunctions form a more complex picture than can be discerned by those of lower ranks. For this reason, instructions have been issued across the ship to report any new incidents to me personally. The request is approved. I did conceal certain information. I was a student of Archmagos Amanat, but I committed an act of betrayal after he deviated from sacred dogma. He fell into schism and challenged the sacred boundaries of knowledge. The blessed Amanat claimed the limits of what is permitted must be expanded, because by refusing to explore certain law, we find ourselves in contempt of the seventh universal law. Comprehension is the key to all things. My mentor put forth a thesis claiming that we have stagnated, that ritual is now nothing but a cage for souls and false worship of the Omnissiah. He sought to break the cycle of mindless repetition, because he saw the inevitable demise of our faith and all humanity at the end of it. Even those who have ascended to the Omnissiah's wisdom still bear the seed of imperfection born of their flesh. But the ambitions of individuals mean little when we discuss ritual and belief. Knowledge is divine, and any argument as to how it must be reached the teachings of the blessed Amanat spread, and word of it reached the conclave of the Cognizance fleet. They recognized his teachings as tech heresy. Many tech priests suddenly vanished or were subjected to servo penance for minor transgressions. The students of Amanat, whose number included many enlightened and respected tech priests, resisted. My prognosis showed that our most likely future was a schism and a fratricidal war that would destroy the Cognizance fleet. That was when I headed to the Conclave. I confessed and handed the information about my mentor's research over to the Conclave. Brazen and thematic studies of the Forbidden Law. The Conclave could use that data to summon Archmagos Amanat to stand trial and compel him to repent on pain of excommunicate traitoris. His subsequent fate is unknown to me. I pray that the Omnissiah grants us wisdom to overcome the dialectic differences that divide us. I was summoned there by a message that was encrypted with the Blessed Amanat's personal code, and could it be interpreted in several ways. One thing was certain. We were in danger, and I had to go to Rykat Minoris. I never met him, but I think he was a person of worth. The phrase that came from his lips indicates he was in contact with my mentor. I preserved his cortical implant and absorbed the information it contained. However, the large amounts of data memories are encoded with a cipher yet unfamiliar to me. I was wrong when I assumed it was the blessed Archmagos Amanat, who assumed the guise of Abel Haneman. But there is a connection between him and the Reverend Abel, and I intend to uncover the nature of this link. Acknowledged. I will return to ruminating on the search for the blessed Amanat. The request is approved. I have no outright restrictions on disclosing this information. Information about my origins is worthless. I belong to the priesthood of explorators and came to the Coronis Expanse over 200 years ago. Any events preceding that moment are insignificant. I was honored to become a member of the Explorator Cognizance fleet. When the Adeptus Mechanicus summoned the faithful for an exploratory venture into the depths of the Coronis Expanse, I joined the fleet in fulfillment of my sacred vows of comprehension. Acknowledged. May your labors be effective and fruitful.